Right, so we're starting off in a child's pose today. You can sit on your feet, your big toes touch, and you can have your knees together or not. It's really up to you. Come on down. And just start to breathe in your nose. Big breaths in, big breaths out. And give yourself some time just to begin to be still. It doesn't have to happen all at once. Maybe you're fidgety, maybe your low back or your hips are a little tight, and you'll just adjust until you feel relaxed. And just spending more and more time. Big inhales, big exhales. Hopefully you'll start to find your body just kind of naturally letting go and melting toward the ground. Hips and low back for sure, maybe shoulders too, as you release your head toward the ground. So we want to keep this long, slow breath going if we can. Finding the fullest, very tip top of your inhale. Maybe hold at the top of your inhale for just a moment and sip in a little bit more. Hold it. And then exhale completely. See if you could find the very bottom of your exhale and then hold there and press out a little bit more. Hold it. Inhale here and maybe keep that pattern, that big breath pattern where you hold at the top and the bottom, or maybe find something a little more close to a normal breath. But take a few more rounds of breath, just watching your thoughts, noticing your body relaxing even more. Relax your jaw. Notice if one of your shoulders is more tense than the other. Usually it's going to be your dominant side. It'll be a little bit more worked up than the other. You have to soften it intentionally. All right, and we'll start to bring in some movement here. So keep that long, slow breath. Start to walk your hands out away from you so that your spine and your arms are very long. However, remember to keep your neck really long as well. So if you notice your shoulders kind of squinching up to your ears, lengthen that neck. And just walk your hands out to the left. Just take them as far as you like off of your space or your mat. Drop that forehead and think of moving your hips away from your hands, giving a really great stretch across the right side of your body and your back. Breathe into the right side, the back of the ribs. And then we'll take it through center and over to the other side. Hands over to the right. Again, drop your forehead and move your hips to the left this time. And think of breathing into the right side or the left side of the ribs now. The left low back. Let's bring it back into center. Okay, come on up to hands and knees here. Pull yourself up. Okay, and find really wide fingers, a really nice grip on the floor, and start to push down in a really strong tabletop position. So remember to lift your belly strong away from the floor, keeping your low back nice and safe. And let's get the right leg out in the air behind, okay? And then flex the foot so that the toes point down. And if you're not sure, you can take a look under yourself. We want to make sure that right hip is tucking under, it's internally rotating, and that will keep the toes pointed down. Now see if you could keep those toes pointed down and keep your belly lifting. So keep the low back supported. As you swing the right leg just as far as you like out to the right, tap the floor with those down pointing toes. And then pick it up and swing it all the way over to the left. Cross over your own left leg and tap the floor as far away as you can, really working those inner thigh muscles to cross the midline. Let's try that again. Swing it out to the right, okay, using your abductors to take your leg away from your body, from the midline, and swing the leg to the left using your adductors, adding your body or taking it back toward the midline. Okay, swing it out, keep breathing, and swing it in. And all this time, do your best to keep your belly lifting, keep those toes pointed down. I know it's a little challenging, but it's good work. Okay, let's do it maybe 3 more times. To the right, to the left, 2 more, right, and left. Last one, right, and left. Now pause when your toes are over on the left, okay? Keep them right there. Pivot on your left knee so that your left toes point out to the left. And you're gonna reach your right hand up and take a big side stretch here in a supported side plank. Okay, now I'm gonna spin around to meet you, but we're in the same position, okay? Right, so I just spun around, we're in the same place. So from here, I want you to really activate both of your shoulders. Activate the bottom, the left hand and knee, really pushing them against the floor, lifting that side. And we're gonna circle out the right shoulder. Circle it out. So we got some nice movement out of the right hip. And now let's get some movement out of the right shoulder. So big circles, you're plugging that arm into the socket all the while, activating the muscles. Rewind it, maybe push through the palm a different way than you did before. Okay. Next time you reach up, hold it right there. And we're gonna lift up the right leg up off the ground. Okay, now hold it here. So if you need to drop the right foot, you know that you can. You know that you can do that at any time and just take a break and take it easy. But I'm gonna challenge you a little bit here. So pull your belly button into your spine, activate your core, make the right leg long and strong. And then let's draw some little circles with the heel, pushing through the heel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's reverse them and point the toe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and let that foot go. Whew, all the way back to the floor with that right foot. Spin that right hand down. Come on back to hands and knees here. And this is a really good time. Let's sit back on the heels and stretch the wrists out a little bit after that. So flip your palms up, fingers pointing back at you, and you can roll on your hands. I like to tuck my toes under while I do this just to get a foot stretch too, but you decide what's best for you. If you do palm up, make sure you also do palm down. Want to peel it up and down a few times. Should feel really nice. Stretching out our friends, our overworked friends, the wrists. Okay, let's come back to hands and knees and do that on the other side. Everything the same. Strong push away from the floor, lifting your belly, lifting your chest. Remember to keep the left hip even with the right as you extend the leg out behind. Check to make sure the toes point down. Okay, and we'll move that left leg out to the left, tap the floor. Move it crossing over to the right as far as you can. Use the inner thigh. Tap the floor. Now we'll take a few like this. I'd like to do something like 8, okay? But we don't need to get attached to how many. I just want you to feel that range of motion, nice and smooth and controlled. That left hip working in and out. Let's do about 4 more. Adducting and abducting the leg. 3, 2, and 1. So next time you cross that left foot over to the right and you drop the toes, hold it there. Okay, just pivot on that right knee. Point the right toes out to the right. And then we can lift the left hand on up into a little supported side plank. So if you spun yourself all the way off your mat, you're gonna have to shimmy yourself on like I did. Okay, so come on in. This time the right side is down. Make sure the right hand and knee are directly under you for support. And actively push down as you reach and open that left shoulder. So activate it and start to circle it out. It feels nice to get some good movement in that big, strong joint. So many things going on in the shoulder joint. Go ahead and rewind it. Push through the palm maybe. Okay, now reach up and hold right there. So you could stay here. Okay, I'm going to challenge you here to lift the left leg up. Make it parallel with the ground and pause. Okay, nice internal rotation in the hip. Remember, you can drop it if you need to. Tiny circles. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it and point the toe. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It's good work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Drop that left foot back to the ground. That left hand can spin down as well. And you're back on hands and knees here. Again, sit back on your heels. I think one more wrist stretch is in order after so long on that right wrist. So get the palm up and get the palm down. Okay. All right, bring it on back to hands and knees here, and tuck your toes, lift your hips, up and back to downward facing dog. I'll meet you here. First down dog of this practice. So make it really movable. Feel free to really rock your hips and bend all of your joints here. I like to find all the places you can take your down dog. Move your shoulders around. Shake your head. All right, knowing that this is our first one, we can kind of use it as a diagnostic tool. Okay, at any time, of course, if it's too much, you can take a break on hands and knees or just bend your knees a lot more. But notice the backs of the legs. If you're having tension in your hamstrings and your calves, you're gonna feel it here. You're gonna notice. Same thing behind your shoulders and your chest, you're gonna notice that tension. So notice without feeling like you have to fix anything right now or change anything. Just kind of being with what is in your body. And with that, we'll start to move and get a little bit more fluid. Okay, take a big breath in. Swing your right leg up in the sky. See if you could keep your hips nice and level to do that. Exhale here, draw that right knee towards your right elbow. Hold right there, knowing that you could drop your left knee if you needed to. Let's do that again. Inhale, right leg up in the sky. Same thing here. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Okay, dropping a knee whenever you need to. One more time, just like that. Right leg up, big breath in. Right knee forward, big exhale. Now keep the knee going. Could you send it perhaps past your elbow and step the right foot next to the right hand? It's okay if it doesn't happen on the first try. You have a lot of time to step that foot up there. Take your time. Grounding into your feet, sweep your arms up here. Take a big breath in your crescent lunge, okay? You can lift your heart. Think of spreading open all the space in the front of your body. Exhaling all the hands down underneath your shoulders. Let's come out the way we came in. Inhale, right leg up in the sky, 3-leg dog. Exhale, right foot down to downward facing dog. And let's just do that on the other side. Okay, if you need to drop your knees and do this from your knees, you could. So please keep in mind, doing it from your knees is an option. Here goes. Left leg in the sky, big breath in. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Hover, get as close as you can. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left leg forward. Get it close to that knee. Sorry, to that elbow. One more time. Big breath in, send it up. Big exhale, send it in. Now keep going as if you could pass up the elbow and see if you could drop that left foot close to your left hand. Take as long as you need to get it there. Once you're in your lunge, strengthen your legs, push the floor down, and then inhaling, sweep your arms up. Big crescent lunge, lifting your heart. Then exhale all the hands down under shoulders. Out the way you came in. 3-leg dog, left leg high. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, take a moment here. I'm going to flow a little bit and then we'll add on to build a little bit of a flow. Take a big breath in here, move your heart forward, find a plank. Okay, with your exhale, come all the way down to your belly, nice and slow. Inhale, roll the heart up. Think one little tiny cobra shape, pulling back on your hands. And exhale, drop it down, tuck your toes. See if you could come back up to that little plank. We're gonna do it again. Exhale all the way down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale to plank. One more time. Okay, all the way down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, push it on up to plank. Nice. One more big breath here. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so let's add on. We're going to take that little crescent lunge and just add on to it. Inhaling here, right leg up in the sky. Exhale here, right knee forward. We'll just do it once this time. Think of sending the knee past the elbow and stepping the foot next to that right hand. Strong in your legs, coming up to your crescent lunge. Big breath in. All right, with your exhale, transition it to a warrior 2. So we're going to drop that left heel to the ground and open up to the left, looking out to the left. Now hold here in your warrior, just breathing. Warrior 2. Check out your feet, okay? It's always a great time to reassess alignment in warrior 2. Make sure that front heel shoots an arrow to the back arch. Check out the front knee. Make sure it points over your toes and it doesn't collapse inward too much. And if you can, grab your hips and just kind of tuck your tailbone under you so your belly muscles feel strong, your low back lifting up. I know that's a lot to think about. Sink a little deeper into your warrior 2.
One more breath. And we're gonna let it go. All the hands down under your shoulders. Pop up the back heel. We're back in a lunge. Up to three-leg dog. Big breath in, right leg high. And exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg in the sky. Exhale, left foot forward. Send the knee past the elbow. Step the foot by the hand. Get strong in the legs. Inhale, crescent lunge, all hands up. Transitioning to a warrior two here. So exhale, drop the right heel, pivot, look over to the right. And I'm gonna spin around to face you. So visit all your checkpoints. Okay, shoulders over hips, tailbone tucked, left knee points at the toes. Okay, right hip internally rotating. And drop a little lower. You can gaze out over the over the left hand. Drop the shoulders a little lower, drop the hips a little lower. One more breath. And then let it go. Drop the hands under your shoulders, pop up the back heel, back in your lunge. Inhale, three-leg dog, left leg in the sky. And exhale, downward facing dog, left foot down. Okay, let's take that same little plank cobra flow that we did before. It's gonna be challenging, but you can do it, and you can use your knees. So inhale for your plank, okay? Maybe your knees are down, and exhale all the way down. Inhale, little bitty cobra here. Peel your heart up off the floor, and exhale all the way down. Inhale to plank. We're gonna do it 2 more times. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale down. One more. Inhale, plank. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale down. Whew. Inhale, plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. So take 5 or 6 breaths here in your downward facing dog. If you need a break, this would be a great time to take those breaths in a child's pose, perhaps. Or maybe hands and knees. Wherever you are, breathe. Notice how your body feels after a few rounds of movement. We're going to go back and add some more to our little flow that we're building. Here goes. With your inhale, let's swing the right leg up in the sky. Keep the hips level as you can. Exhale, right knee forward. Swing it past your elbow. Work on stepping the foot near the hand. Crescent lunge on your inhale. Come all the way up. Hands reaching for the sky. Exhale to warrior two like before. Drop the left heel. Open out to the left. We're going to flow a little bit here. Inhale, dropping the left hand down your left leg. Sweep the right arm up. Drop into the right knee while you do that. Don't let the hip come high. Nice. Inhale back to warrior two. This time you're going to swing the other way. With your exhale, point the right fingers down, point the left fingers up. Now you can drop the right elbow to the right knee, or even put the fingers on the floor, or float them. Nice. Inhale, warrior two. We're going to do it again. Exhale, exalted warrior. Drop the left hand, send up the right. Drop the right hip. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, swing the right hand down, left hand up. Nice challenge for your legs. We're going to do it one more time. Inhale, warrior. Exhale, exalted. Drop the right hip. Inhale, warrior. Exhale, drop the right hand, left hand up. Hold and breathe. So options, you can take the right elbow to the right knee and kind of take it easier here. You can put the right fingertips down, that's nice. Or you can float. Hold and breathe. Let that right hip work. Push the floor, really sinking down into that right hip goodness. 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hands under your shoulders. Pop up the back heel. We're back in a lunge. Let's come up through a 3-leg dog. Right leg high in the sky with your inhale. And downward facing dog on your exhale, right foot down. And we're gonna go straight to the other side. Inhale, left leg up in the sky. Exhale, left foot forward. Draw the knee past the elbow. Step it by your hand. Crescent lunge on your inhale, all the way up. Exhale, warrior two. Drop the right heel, open to the left. Pause. We're gonna flow from here. So get strong in your legs. Don't let the left knee change as you inhale. Right hand down, left hand up. Drop into that left hip. All right, coming up to warrior two. And then swinging it around the other way. Left hand down, right hand up. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, exalted warrior. Swing that windmill over your head. Inhale, warrior. Exhale, swing it the other way, over to the left leg. One more, warrior. And exalted warrior. Ooh. Warrior. And extended side angle. Hold and breathe. Now you could do the left elbow on the left knee. You do what you like here, breathe, but sink into that left hip. Don't be shy. Get down in it. All kinds of good muscle attachments all around that hip. We're active here is our best time to release tension. Whew, holding here for 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Drop the hands under your shoulders. Pop up the back heel. And let's come up through 3-leg dog. Big breath in. Left leg in the sky. And exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot down. Walk it off. Okay, let's do that same little plank cobra flow that we did before in between. Our little palate cleanser. Let's go. Inhale, heart forward to plank. You remember you can use your knees for all of this on the floor. Okay, exhale all the way down. Inhale for cobra. And exhale down. Inhale, plank. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale down. One more. Inhale, plank. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale down. Last time. Inhale for plank. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Send it up and back. And let's take 5 or 6 breaths here. Again, down dog may be too much for you right now. You want to take a break in child's pose or hands and knees. But wherever you are, take that breath, take that time. Maybe close your eyes halfway through your practice. Notice how you feel. Alrighty. From here, big breath in, right leg up in the sky. Exhale here, right knee forward, swing it past your right elbow. We're gonna keep building to our flow. Okay, drop that right foot in a lunge. Inhaling here, crescent lunge. All the hands up, press the legs down. Exhale, warrior two, dropping the left heel, spinning open to the left. Okay, we're just gonna do one round here. Inhale, exalted warrior. Slide that left hand down, right hand up as you drop the right hip. Exhale, all the fingertips of the right hand point down, the left hand points up. Hold and breathe. Now, really bend into the right knee. We're gonna step the back foot forward a bit. Okay, the left foot forward, maybe until it's about an arm's length away from your right foot. And bend into that right knee enough that you can walk the fingertips of the right hand out about a foot away from your foot. And see if you could start to launch that left leg up into the air. Now I want you to think of picking the left hip up and stacking it on top of the right. Now hold and breathe. I'm gonna spin around to face you. Okay, but we are in the same We are in the same place. So you can put your left hand on your left hip. You can reach it up, whatever you like. And you can bend the right knee a lot as well. But we are in a half moon position, Ardha Chandrasana. If you want to put both your hands down too, that's also a nice option. But breathe wherever you are. If you are happy with your challenge level, please stay here. Strengthen your belly button in towards your spine and extend the left leg long and strong. If you need extra spice today, you want a little extra challenge, go ahead and stack your shoulders and hips real nicely, left over right, and start to hover your right fingertips off the floor. So you'll just decide what you want most in the moment. Okay. As you're ready, start to make your way back down and out. Let's see if we could gracefully come down to a lunge. So bending that right knee, you can allow the left toes to come down, all the palms down under your shoulders. Then you find yourself back in something resembling a lunge. And let's come up through a three-leg dog. So right leg up in the sky, big breath in. And right foot down as you exhale to downward facing dog. Okay, let's take that whole journey on the other side. So you already know what to expect, half moon. Here we go. Inhale here, left leg in the sky. Exhale here, left knee forward, swing it past your elbow. Drop the foot. Inhale to crescent lunge, all the way up. Warrior two as you exhale, drop the right heel, pivot to the right. Pause here, just one little round. Inhale, exalted warrior, left hand up, right hand down. Think of dropping into the left hip. And exhale, extended side angle, dropping the left fingers down, right fingers up. And pause here. We're gonna step the back foot forward a little bit. I'd say an arm's length from your front foot. Then you can walk the fingers of the left hand forward. Now we want to do our best to keep the right side of the body up over the left. So see if you could stack right over left and lift that right leg into the air. Okay? We can do this with a bent left leg. We can do this with all the hands down as a modification. I'm going to spin around to face you. Okay, but we are in the same position. So if you're just working here, keep the leg bent, work on stacking the right hip over the left, but strengthen the right leg and activate your core, like you're plugging the leg into your body. And if all is well, you're gonna work on stacking right over left and maybe lifting the left fingers off the floor, but only if that's fun, not if it's stressful or painful. It's a really nice stretch in the right side of the lower back. From wherever you are in your half moon, start to make your way down. Okay, dropping the left fingers, dropping the right foot and the right hand, making your way into something like a lunge. And then left leg up in the sky. Big breath in, three-leg dog. And exhale here, left foot down on the ground. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. Okay, let's take that same little cobra plank vinyasa one more time. Last time. Inhaling here, find your plank. Use those knees if you need them. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Inhale for a little cobra. Pull your heart up and open. And exhale all the way down. 2 more rounds. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale cobra. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale plank. Exhale down. Inhale cobra. And exhale down. All right, here, go ahead and take your arms out wide. You can just let your forehead rest on the floor. We're gonna stay down for a bit. So make cactus arms with your elbows bent at right angles to the sides of your body. And keeping your palm on the floor, look over at your right hand. Okay. So the left arm is still in that right angle shape. Let's see if we could leave it something like that. And then use your right hand to roll onto your left side. So notice we left the left arm over there. So we've essentially rolled into that left shoulder. So this is the time to adjust the angle in the left elbow if you need to. You can make it more or less. You can move it higher or lower. But adjust it so that it feels really good in your shoulder and your chest and your armpit on the left. And then when you're ready to commit, tuck the knees up and in by your belly so that you have a little prop to hold you here. And then just hold and breathe. Okay, we're just really kind of getting into your shoulder here. Some places that we hold a lot of tension are the places that are the biggest joints, the hips, shoulders, necks, okay, low back, big joints. So we can release a lot of tension. But we have to be a little bit active. So once you settled in here, you're feeling comfortable, I want you to activate this a little bit. So if you need to rock out of it, you're going to straighten your legs and rock back onto your belly, of course. If you need to get out of it, that's your way out. But if you're feeling okay, I want you to gently press the left hand down. Like the left hand, that's the hand you can't see, is pushing the floor down. Notice how that feels in your shoulder. And of course, breathe. Maybe close your eyes. Okay, notice the front of the shoulder kind of peeling open, the back of the shoulder kind of compressing and sliding back. Should feel pleasant, never painful. So always back off of pain. So take your time here, and you can stay here. If it feels really good, please stay as long as you want. But we're going to keep moving for our purposes at the moment. So you can extend your legs, roll back onto your belly, and take a moment through center with cactus arms just to let all of the blood rush back into your left arm and your left shoulder. Notice how it feels. And then we can do the other side, okay? So now you're looking over to the left. Your right arm is in that cactus shape, and you can use your left hand to roll onto your right side. So remember to adjust the angle on the right arm. You can make it little or big. You can slide it up or down. Just make sure it feels nice. And then once you're ready to commit, tuck the knees in, okay? I'm going to spin around to face you again. So remember, if you need to get out, you just straighten your legs and rock your belly back to the floor. But your best bet here is to get comfortable for about 30 seconds and then really begin to activate your right hand to press down. Like you wanted to push on the floor with your right hand. So hold and breathe like that. Hopefully noticing some nice benefits, like opening in your right shoulder, chest and armpit.
you are right-handed, like me, this will be your particularly interesting side maybe. So feel free to take longer on the side that feels the most, where you feel the most release. All right, I really could stay here all day. It's hard to leave, but start to make your way out. You can extend your legs, roll back on your belly. Take a moment at center with your forehead down, both your arms in cactus, letting the blood go back into your right arm. Just notice how it feels. Okay, from here, take your hands under your shoulders. We'll press it up to hands and knees from here. So come on up. Okay, from a nice tabletop position, check out your legs. You can hang your head, just look at your legs. Take your right knee and point it back behind you. So point it back, then point it over to the left, so you've actually just crossed your legs, and then put the right knee down. Okay. So from here, start to walk your hands back. And it's gonna take a little bit of shimmying and moving yourself around. But try, if you could, to sit down between your feet. Now, it may not happen all at once, and it may not even happen today. And if it's not gonna happen today, if it's not gonna happen that your hips are gonna come down between your feet, then what you're gonna do is just extend your bottom leg. And it's gonna look like this. Okay, bottom leg extended, that's the right leg. So either the right leg is bent or the right leg is extended, but some kind of way, bring your hips to the floor, and no matter where you are, your left leg is gonna be bent over the top of the right. And so you can lean back here, just sitting tall, take a moment to lengthen your spine, making sure both your hips are grounded. And just give your body a chance to settle in to this funky pose, cow face pose. Okay, we are wanting to get more into the hip, the outer hip here, and the legs. So once you are comfortable, your spine is long, start to activate the posture. Start to press your legs down into the floor. Both legs press down, and the knees pull slightly inward toward each other. So holding here, just breathe. Okay, pressing the legs down slightly, pulling those knees inward. Okay, remember, if you ever need to get out, all you have to do is lean back and extend the right leg. Okay, so much more gentle. But we're gonna move from here. We're gonna build something on top of this lower body setup that we have. Okay, walk your left fingers over to the left and just pause where they stop, and let's get the right arm up and overhead. And breathe here, big side stretch. So remember to ground your right hip. Don't let it come up. And keep breathing, pressing into that right hip. Getting a big side stretch. And then eventually let the right fingers come all the way down on the floor next to the left. Feeling a big stretch across your back. Breathe here. All right, the bigger your breath in this twisty stretch, the better. Okay, really feel it behind your ribs. Start to walk your fingers out in front of you where your knees are pointing out to. Okay, so just take your fingers out in front of your knees. And of course, if your bottom leg is long, you're still able to do that same thing. You just take your hands out front, okay? Wherever you are, just take a moment here. Stretching out your back. You can drop your head. And then, of course, let's keep the hands walking over to the right now, as far as you like.
Okay, I like to take them even a little further back than I thought I could, just to get a great stretch across the left side of the back. And breathe. And then for symmetry, we can get the left arm up and over, reaching to the right, and left side stretch. Okay, take your time. As you're ready, come on up and out of that and lean back on your hands. You can kick out both of your legs, shake it out. Let's do the other side, okay? So from here, you're gonna roll back over to hands and knees. This time, look at your left knee under yourself, point it back, cross it over to the right, and then put it down, okay? And so now your knees are crossed. So all you've got to do is some kind of way, make your hands walk back by your knees and do your best to sit your hips between your feet, okay? It's not a natural movement, so don't have any expectations. Just enjoy the challenge. And if it happens that you decide it's not going to happen today, you can extend the bottom leg, that's the left leg, nice and long, and just do the right leg bent. So wherever you are, please settle in. Make sure both hips are equally weighted on the ground. Okay. And then once you start to get a little bit more comfortable, start to engage your lower body. Press the legs against the floor and then pull the knees slightly toward each other. And we'll see if we can keep that as we move through the other side. So start to walk your right hand out to the right and get that left arm up and over for a stretch. Grounding that left foot. Okay, start to bring the left fingers over to where the right fingers are. So now we're getting that great twisty back stretch. So breathe here. Remember to keep your spine long, even though it's twisting and curling. And then start to walk your hands over, out in front of you where your knees are pointing. Okay, hold and breathe here, stretching out the whole back body. You can drop your head, but keep your neck long. Okay, really nice stretch for the lower body. Start to walk your hands over to the left here, as far as you like. Okay, I like to go out until I feel quite twisty. Hold and breathe. Remember, big breath is crucial here to reap the benefits. And then, of course, finishing off with some symmetry. Right arm reaching up overhead, reaching to the left, a right side stretch. Hold and breathe. All right, take your time coming up and out of that. Back up to a seat. Again, lean back on your hands. Shake out your legs. All right, maybe some windshield wipers are in order after all that leg bending, knee stacking. Okay, from here, next time your knees point up, pause them there, put your feet flat on the floor, and with or without your hands on your knees, you can grab behind your knees here, or you can challenge yourself to reach past your knees. Either way, see if you could roll your spine down extremely slowly and controlled, one vertebra at a time. If it doesn't go as planned, that's okay. Try to take as long as you possibly can, unrolling that spine with control. And once you finally land, bring your knees in for a nice hug. Give them a good squeeze. You can kind of rock around side to side, kind of smooshing your low back out on the floor. And then maybe separating your knees here, we can draw some hip circles, opposite hip circles, stirring out the hips, kind of smooshing around that big joint that we just really got into with those cow face poses. And rewind your knee circles. Okay, bringing those knees back in, pause there, and release the left leg. We're just gonna let this one go on the floor for now. Keep the right knee, give it a nice squeeze in towards your heart. And as you pull the knee toward the heart, do also lift the heart toward the knee. Take a breath or two here. Feeling that right hip. Maybe release a little bit. Okay, keep the right knee, but use just your left hand to move it all the way to the left. So you're turning this into a twist, crossing that right knee over your body to point to the left. Okay, make a cactus arm with your right arm and look out over it to the right. And hold and breathe. Do your best here to ground your upper body, lifting your heart, even if your knee is off the floor. Nice big breath in your twist. Big inhales. Big exhales. All right, nice twist. Let's bring that right leg through center. Go ahead and release it and switch sides. Left leg comes in. Give that knee a nice squeeze towards your heart and give the heart a boost up toward the knee. Hold and breathe in the left hip. Okay, when you're ready, turn it into a twist, moving that left knee all the way to the right. Okay, and you look away, you look to the left, grounding your upper body here. Big breath. All right, maybe one last big breath in this Awesome twist. And bring it back into center. Extend your legs here and your arms. And close your eyes if they're not already closed. Okay, time to rest here. You did it. So give yourself some time just to let your body grow soft and easy and no longer do anything, just be. Let your breath grow soft and easy too. Through your nose, let the jaw hang soft. So good to just be still and just notice the moment happening sometimes. Notice your thoughts and your body and your environment just unfolding. And be with whatever is. Any little bits of tension that remained after your practice have already drained out of you, and there's nothing but softness. Soft arms and legs, soft back and front, soft face and head. So of course, the longer you can rest just like this, the better. So please take as long as you can. But this is where I'll leave you for our practice today. Thanks so much for practicing with me.